What's up, everybody? Brandon Jones here, joined by Mr. Brad.
Oh, I was like, whoa!
Welcome to the Easy Allies Community Showcase. It is January now, but we're here to talk about December. For everybody just tuning in here on Twitch, let me know, first of all, if everything looks and sounds okay. And let me know, I'll let you know what's going on with Tahitian Warriors already on it. Thank you. What the showcase is, if you do not know, if you are new to Twitch, if you're new to Easy Allies. Every month, near the end of the month, we give our community an opportunity to let us know the stuff that they've been working on. It was previously called Community Comments. We do have a lot of comments. A lot of people are talking about their favorite stuff in 2017. But we wanted to open it up near the end of last year and now in 2018 to include also photographs, art, video, audio, anything that all of you are putting together that you want to show off. There are Gundams in every single episode so far. I think you'll be happy about that. There's definitely people building Gundams. And you can definitely double dip. You know, if you are a... $10 or above Patreon on patreon.com/easyallies, you can participate. And what was really great, super jolly, that happened this month that I really loved is, you know, Patreon, and they're deleting comments, the phantom comments on Patreon. It's some necromancy that has haunted Easy Allies for our entire existence. One ally at the $10 or above level picked up a comment for another ally. Saw it before it was deleted, copied it, and then it got deleted and vanished, and they posted it themselves, and it stuck that time.
Wow.
So we got allies picking up comments for other allies. There's a lot of synergy, a lot of really great responses so far from the Easy Allies Showcase.
Nice, good save.
Like I mentioned before we jump into it, a lot of comments. So it's going to be me reading a lot of stuff and us talking about maybe some games you played this year, maybe some games that we didn't. We're all in the same boat where it's like, I played all these amazing games, but I still have all these other like incredible games to get to. So a lot of those sentiments. But yes, of course, there is a photo from Tim Beshan from somewhere in the world. I'm actually curious to see if you can guess where it is. We have a couple videos. We have one potentially, like we had in the first episode, where I think there might be some rights issues, and so we're going to delay it until the end of the stream, so you can check that out live. And yeah, let's jump into it. Alexander Zirinov is kicking us off. Last year, I had to think a while to find 5 games for my personal GOTY. This year, I had to make really hard cuts to pick my top 5 games. I'll mention the rest of my impressions in the next month's post, because today I want to focus on the best of the best. Full disclosure, my 2017 backlog still has one game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Oh, okay.
Did you spend a lot of time with that?
No.
Okay. Obviously, it can surprise me, but I'm pretty sure it will not beat the following 5 games in my personal 2017 GOTY race. Not a game I'm hearing brought up a lot in GOTY discussions. Number 5, Pyre.
Oh.
I'll be honest, this game has so much lore that its story lost me pretty quickly, but its characters did not. In fact, I've picked certain characters for certain actions without even considering their combat skills. Also, the art and animation in Pyre is pure beauty, and its soundtrack is simply amazing, especially the final song that changes based on the choices you've made during the game. Pyre is a great example of... It's like it's criminal that something like Pyre, it would not wind up on lists, and so that's why it's so damn painful to come up even with like a top 5 or a top 10, because you're cutting some amazing stuff.
It's a lot of great games.
Number 4, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. At first, I didn't like hearing voices in my head, and I tried to shut myself from them. But as the game progressed, I started to embrace them and rely on their guidance. And finally, I understood the importance of acceptance of who you are and finding strength in your weaknesses. Not many games can teach you valuable life lessons, and Hellblade is one of them. Number 3, Horizon Zero Dawn. I like playing stealthy, and I don't like optional fights and grinding, yet in Horizon I fought countless optional enemies and was enjoying every encounter. I also like Aloy as a character. I love the main story and its lore, and I can't stop taking beautiful pictures in photo mode.
Mm-hmm.
Hellblade. Did you play Hellblade?
Yes.
Completed.
No, I'm at the end of the game, actually.
Okay. And you want to I think you were just saying that before we started that you wanted to finish that?
Yes. Yes, that's the one game I have to finish, I think.
Have to. That's on your have to list.
I've played everything else this whole year. I've probably played more than anyone maybe besides Ben. And me and he were probably tied, actually, but that's the one I probably have to beat.
Number 2, and Horizon, did you get?
Yeah, I beat that.
Nice. Did you just say beat or Origins?
Yes, I
Jealous,
did.
man. I wish I could just like download Origins into my brain, you know? Because like, I know the thing about Origins is I know if once I get into an open world, I can't stop. I just want to devour the thing, and so I'm like,
I could not stop either.
Scared
Jones
to jump
and
in.
Assassin's Creed.
Number 2, of course, Persona 5. I'll say it simply: when you finish a 100-hour game and decide to play it again in the near future, you know that it's a strong GOTY contender. And number 1, love this: Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony.
Jeez, I didn't expect that. Okay.
I thought a lot. Which game is better, Danganronpa V3 or Persona 5? Both have fascinating and meaningful stories, great soundtracks, and bold art design. Yet only with Danganronpa V3, I've gotten completely new understanding of game events, when on the next day, I thought about one image I saw during the ending credits. Surprising players after they exit the game is what makes Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony my 2017 Game of the Year.
Nice.
Thank you, Alexander Zerno.
Solid. Too many good games this year, Jones.
It's insane. It's just one of the, it's one of the greats.
I feel bad. Like, when I'm thinking about our nominees, like, how many games are we going to have to nominate?
Well, we don't even know the number yet. We still got to figure that out. Because Mr. Damiani was ill, and Ben Moore was still on vacation for Tuesday night for the meeting last night.
There's going to be so many.
Oh, boy. Robert I. After a year of owning Bloodborne and nearly 20 hours of grinding to raise my stats, I finally defeated Father Gascoigne.
Oh, wait, 20 hours?
20 hours.
Whoa.
That's commitment.
You did it.
Immediately, it felt like the game has now opened up to me. I am really not good at actually playing the game, but I love the art direction and the lore so much it pained me to only enjoy it through YouTube videos. Now, at last, I can finally explore a new area until a new boss keeps me busy for another year.
Dude.
I gotta admit, man, when I killed Gascoigne, like, I kill him with the shotgun blast, and it was like, I think when I shot, I got knocked back, or he bumped me, and I fell off the ledge, and then he did some huge attack that I totally missed because I had fallen. Like, there was just something I lucked out in that fight. It was like, that tension. I never played Dark Souls 3 too. Like, there's another.
Oh yeah.
There's another From Software game in my future, and terrifying. But nice short comment. Thank you, Corn Fan 2007. Big change since last month. Previously, I had just got Final Fantasy 15, and then I went on holiday to Florida. When I got home, I bought a Switch with Mario Odyssey. This is my first Nintendo console.
Whoa!
Excluding NES and SNES classics.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Burp. This is my first Nintendo console, excluding NES and SNES classics, since the Wii.
Okay, so one other console. I
wasn't taken by. I'm sorry, I just like to emphasize, and I got too excited. I wasn't taken by it at first, but then I got a Pro controller, and it made a huge difference in comfort of playing. I just reached New Donk City. The important part to discuss, though, is obviously Disney World. Thank you, Court Fan. The new Avatar Flights of Passage ride is amazing. Just make sure to get a fast pass 60 days in advance, as it seems to be always have a minimum of 2 hours wait otherwise. My personal favorite ride there is the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster.
That's still there?
Have you done it?
No. Oh. I know what it is, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
It's pretty solid.
Like, I don't know if I want Steven Tyler, like, singing in my ear when I'm on a roller coaster, though.
Dude, it's so great. If you go, one of my favorite Easter eggs on that, do you know, I think it's Lou Marino? No. Ken Marino. Does Ken Marino ring a bell?
No. Ken
Marino was on The State. He was in Wet Hot American Summer. He's like a big guy, big stocky guy, lots of muscles on Ken Marino, and he is the radio operator. He has no dialogue, but he's in the video that plays before you get on the ride. I remember just going on and being like, "What? What's Ken Marino doing on this?" But it's just like some gig he got early in his career, and then went up to The State and some other stuff. It's great because it's got that California Adventure roller coaster ride, which is going to be incredible. It's going to be the Incredicoaster. They're switching over.
Incredibles.
It's got that start where they fire you off.
Okay, love
It's got like 3 or 4 different Aerosmith songs that'll play. And it's all indoors and it's all dark. So it's kind of like the Mummy at Universal.
That's cool.
And it's got a loop, it's got a corkscrew. So it's fun. So like the loop and the corkscrew you don't see coming before you do it.
Cherry Jen, thank you for subbing.
It's got nice speed. Oh my goodness, Cherry Jen, thank you for being on that. Getting blasted to 57 miles per hour from nothing is a lot of fun. 57, very specific number there.
Very specific, Disney.
I wonder if the Corn Fan learned that while he was there, or if he looked that up.
Yeah, what did they say like on the ride? Like, you're about to buckle in. 0 to 57.
As we went with a 4.5-year-old, we spent a lot of time waiting to see princesses and other characters.
Cool.
I got to hug Chewie.
Nice.
They were not impressed when my son hugged Kylo Ren. I'd like to take this opportunity to relay a simple Joseph Caruso. Thank you, Corn Fan. I'd like to take this opportunity to relay a simple message to the creative people out there that are struggling. It's totally fine if your creative outlet isn't your full-time job. I'm an accountant, and there's no way to deny that it's very boring stuff, but it pays the bills and is relatively stress-free. Thanks to the Easy Allies community, I have a small but passionate audience to my little pet projects like music remixes or video tributes that I work on in my limited free time. There's freedom in being able to create whatever you want without having to be judged by someone paying you for something they want. Tell me about it. For whatever reason you're unsure that you'll for whatever reason you're unsure that you'll ever be able to turn your talents into a sustainable career, it's okay to take the safer route, and it doesn't mean you can't still exercise and express those talents. Very well worded, Joseph. My office mate is a skilled painter, and even though she takes commissions, she often just hangs her work in our shared office, and I get to appreciate it every day. Another one of my coworkers had a joke he made make it into the second highest post on the front page of Reddit one day. He was upset when it was removed by a moderator, but I reminded him that some of his favorite celebrities probably saw it and laughed. This may be hard to believe, but I've honestly had 2 separate people inform me that their lives were changed by watching one of my videos. Who says you can't be a boring pencil pusher and still emotionally move people?
Absolutely.
That's the dream. That's a great perspective. I love that, and I love that people still. I was worried people were going to still feel like outclassed by just leaving comments because like people leave a lot of cool art, and videos and other stuff they're working on. But the comments are really great, and it's good to have. Do you feel creatively fulfilled in your job, Brad?
Yes, I do. Usually, because if I want to do something, I can. Like when I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna write that Souls retro," everyone's like, "Good, do it."
Somebody, we're going to be talking about Quantum Beer and Frame 2 months and 11 months. Thank you so much for subbing in during the community comments. Brogan Troll, Huber's DNA tests are back, and the results are 50% Ryuji from Persona 5 and 50% Makoto Negi from Danganronpa. Neji, maybe? Mm-hmm. Also, nothing quite like getting waxed by my 10-year-old niece in Mario Kart and having her thrilled about it. Hope everyone had some fun gaming memories this holiday. Thank you, Brogan.
Yes.
Chiming in. See, that might be all you have to write.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time. Are you ready?
Oh my god.
Brace yourself.
Oh my god.
Part 3.
Oh my god, yeah, you...
Randy Verschuten's epic.
Let's go.
The epic of Randy Verschuten. The dream, the nightmare, the fantasy. If this is your first community comment, sorry, we're not doing scenes from the last. You gotta catch up. What just happened? One moment I'm sleeping a peaceful night's rest, and the next I'm free-falling from what must be a world record. Is this it? Is this how you die and get sent to hell? It can't be heaven, right? It appears I'm heading straight for the lake. That's good. Then at least I won't make much of a mess when I brutally hit the water like a concrete block. No poor soul will have the fine job of cleaning up the crater I would leave when I'd land on solid ground. I hope some shark or other cool sea dweller gets to feast on what will be left of me in the deep blue. People always say that it's not the fall that kills you, nor is it the landing. You get a heart attack from the fear, and you die before you get close to the ground. When is that going to happen? That might be one of the problems I'm having right now. I'm not really scared. My mind is not caught up yet. Fear is still sleeping next to my wife. Dun dun dun! It's just enough. Yeah. I love it every time. Terrified about where that's going. Ulf himself. There's not much to say, man. You know, I kind of want to absorb it. And I love that, though. I love that concept of just, like, falling forever. Was it like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey does that? It's like, we've been falling for a long time, Ted.
I think so, yeah.
Is that a bit?
I haven't seen Bogus Adventure in a long time.
They hold up. Both hold up.
Oh, I watched Excellent Adventure like a year ago. And I was
Both hold up. I think they might be on Netflix. I can't remember where I watched those, but brand new sub, Calhole. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it was like Death Stranding prequel.
Yeah, totally. Randy Verschuten's got that Kojima essence. Ulf himself. I want to use my spot to recommend a game. While I've played it before, I really got into it during December. In these times of excessive microtransactions, I want people to check out a game that does them right. Path of Exile. Microtransactions.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. It's a Diablo-like game that's completely free to play. It's entirely supported by optional microtransactions, all of which are cosmetic, and a few quality-of-life improvements. No pay-to-win whatsoever. Path of Exile proves it's possible to do MTX right, as long as you make a good game first. Yes. That's why I hate when people talk about like, microtransactions. Just be like, cutscenes. Just like, what? You know, it's like, can you do cutscenes poorly? Oh yeah. Like, Skill trees? You're like, come on. Ian Alexander, my girlfriend and I finished Trails in the Sky, which Ben
sweet.
Moore did a don't skip on, and it was a ton of fun. I had low expectations going into playing an old PSP RPG and found it a really interesting RPG story with great world building. It's kind of a contrast to Yakuza 0, which is a new full-priced PS4 game, which is pretty much designed like a PS2 game and has been hyped up online to no end. Whew, shots fired. Both of them are pretty simplistic and shine in their quirky, interesting worlds, but my expectations going in really had a big effect on how I felt about each. In reality, they're both probably swimming in sevens types of experiences, but my feeling towards Trails in the Sky are much more positive. Oof. So what,
Wow.
Yakuza 0, swimming in sevens? What would you...
No, higher.
Okay.
For sure higher.
Did you, curious about Trails in the Sky?
Yeah, I want to play it. It's another one of those Ben Moore recommended games that's going to take me 8 hours.
We're good, but how do you, you gotta clone yourself.
I can only take so many of Ben's recommendations, and I'm doing Divinity, and that's, like, insanely long.
And you got Huber in the other ear, just like strong-arming you.
I'm doing my best, okay?
Getting angry. Huber's the only one of us, like, Ben gets sad. If Ben's like, you haven't played that? Like, you're not gonna check that out? And you're like, I don't have time, Ben. And Ben's like, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Huber gets angry. Huber rages
what?
out.
What?
I get scared. Brandon K. Gann. 2017 has been a fantastic year for many, and while the likes of EA and YouTube personalities courted controversies, there were still the games. Because of my budget and general focused interests, only 7 games made my GOTY list this year. At 7 is Resident Evil 7, a game I've been thinking a lot with the GOTYs, because it's one that I don't, there were some parts of the story that I didn't really like, but that could have been bad. That could have been real bad.
Jones,
that was like they were trying to pull. I don't think it accomplished what Resident Evil 4 did, as far as being like, this is just this is so fresh, and I cannot
that was
stop
genre
playing
like
this.
defining Resident Evil 4.
But it's like attempting that again and doing something bold, like a changing the perspective and doing like a whole different type of story, but also kind of tying it back in. Like,
Jones,
I was just
playing that game in VR is insane. Insane.
I'm not a survival horror fan. But something about this game is fascinating. At the bottom of my list because I haven't... it's at the bottom of the list because I haven't played it?
What?
Actually, I've watched every full playthrough stream EZA has done.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's a better game than my number 6 and 5 entries, but I can't in good conscience place it higher without playing it myself. Fascinating. I mean, that's like legit. It's like 10 years ago, you wouldn't really think about that with GOTYs, because how often would you watch an entire playthrough of something in the game?
It's
but
nuts.
Like now, totally. Number 6, Mass Effect Andromeda. I went on a long tirade in the March 2017 community comments video. It's true. So instead of repeating that, I'll just say the unequivocal disappointment of the year that I've played, I did not play Battlefront 2. So it feels the need to put it on the list.
Yeah.
But still blasts it. Number 5, Prey. Another game. It's like, solid game, but like coming up to GOTYs. Prey was interesting with thought-provoking moral choices and setting. But 2 loading screens clocking over a minute and glitched out quests put a damper on my experience.
Ooh.
A rather negative vibe so far. Didn't play RE7, didn't like Andromeda, Prey was glitchy. Number 4, Dishonored Death of the Outsider.
Oh.
Easily the one game on my list not many others have talked about. Probably the last Dishonored we'll get. It was a great send-off to a solid franchise. Dishonored 2 was great.
I love Dishonored.
Death of the Outsider was even better. Like they improved on a lot of stuff. New abilities were cool. What a year. Number 3, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Brutal and unforgiving, the newest exploits of BJ Blazkowicz were a pulse-pounding ride, and for those that have played it, Mesquite and Los Angeles held the 2 most satisfying moments of the year, if not this console generation, for me. Played it?
Haven't finished it.
Me too. Me. Uncharted Lost Legacy. Played it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah.
The last Naughty Dog Uncharted was a great send-off to the series, proving Nathan Drake wasn't needed. The story went from okay to great at the beginning of Chapter 6. Does Chapter 6 ring a bell?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. No. Okay. But I'm just thinking about like the progression in the game.
Number 1, Horizon Zero Dawn. Everything about this game clicked with me, and I'm eager to see what's next from the franchise. That is my number 1 emotion about Horizon Zero Dawn, is Horizon 2 is going to be kick-ass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The story, machines, combat, world, and everything in between all make it my personal game of the year. Considering how much Guerrilla committed to... they were Killzone, right?
Yes.
Considering how much they committed to Killzone, how many awesome Killzone games we got, how many interesting like offshoots, like side projects in the Killzone franchise we got. It's like, yes,
There was like
just
Tactics one on
just
PSP.
go nuts. As you probably noticed, allow me to quickly address some obvious omissions. No, I do not own a Switch. No, I have no personal... Oof. Brandon's firing on all cylinders. No, I have no interest in any Nintendo property.
Ooh, okay.
Any is in caps.
Yeah, good lord.
Not mince of words.
Very
there.
aggressive.
No, Persona is not my thing. No, I don't game on PC. No, I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan. No, Nier doesn't appeal to me. And finally, no, I'm not into Cuphead. I like the you wanted to specifically bring up Cuphead. Definitely
Sure.
Nier, definitely Assassin's Creed was definitely popular this year. Of course, obviously Zelda and Odyssey are big ones.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jason Asackle, far from having the longest comment this
Oh.
month. Yeah, falling behind. In December, I was able to get some games I missed out on due to Black Friday sales. The first of those was Nier Automata. It was alright.
Sure.
It's good.
Sure.
I've come across a few bugs, but I had fun with it. The only things that really bothered me were the invisible walls and 9S's characters being a bit inconsistent, as well as annoying. The gameplay was fun, and the environments were neat, especially when I came across areas I was not expecting to see at all. I also nabbed Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which we were just talking about.
Yeah.
I had a bit of trouble discerning what I could and couldn't. Early on, there was a small ledge that the character could easily step onto, but the invisible walls said nay. I decided to use headphones as well. The sound design was fantastic and was easily worth the price alone. The combat was also pretty solid. Also, finally got the Platinum Trophy for Final Fantasy IX. Yes,
Oh,
I
you
used
did the
a
jump rope one?
Yes, I used a script for the damn jump rope challenge, but screw it! Damn thing was BS. I loved it. It's like
funny.
the first thing you were like, wait, huh, what?
The
What?
jump rope. Yeah, that thing sucks.
The Game Awards were fun to attend. Saw you there, Jason. It was a fun show and seems to be getting better each year. Maybe less time given to side conversations and more to awards. Also, the side conversations are sometimes awards.
Yeah.
I love when Keely's like, okay, thanks back, and we gave that award. So anyway, moving. You're like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
what?
best
Wait,
soundtrack near.
Also, the Bayonetta 3 and Bayonetta Switch collection trailers would have been, should have 100% been swapped. Hot take. What do you think about that?
Oh, doing them the other way around?
Yeah, I said that. A lot of people said I was crazy.
I would be.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'm
I think
on the
it'd be
fence.
fine either way.
Yeah. Well, the meetup, because there's no, how do I know, really, like, how that would have been received?
Yeah.
While the meetup was lots of fun, PSX kind of sucked. Lots of really sour sentiments here in the showcase so far. They had transference to play on the floor, so that was cool at least. Thankfully, they gave a water bottle again in the grab bag when I picked up my pass. I'm sorry, transference and a free water bottle,
Yeah.
or like like,
I see what I see what he's
at
saying.
the end of the
though.
day,
because it's like
from PSX,
it's like a
At
lot
least-
of the big games, Jones. You remember that whole back area was just like a booth,
Yeah.
with just video.
I have no idea what you. Yeah, and a lot of people that I saw were pissed about. Like the Spider-Man stuff was up front. When you were waiting in line for the Spider-Man stuff, you could at least kind of tell, like, oh, okay, they're just taking photos. But like, I guess the God of War thing was super cryptic.
Yeah.
And it was kind of dumb. But who knows, man? I mean, they're like, you know, they're trying. Like, there's no show like PSX, and so Sony's got to try some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes
For
sometimes
sure.
it doesn't work. It made the show more fun and this year tolerable. Hint: I didn't put water in it.
Hint,
Jason.
hint.
Looking back at 2017 as a whole, should edit that out. It was a suck. Can we cut that out?
Yeah.
Looking back at 2017 as a whole, it was a solid year for games. My personal game of the year would have to be The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, What Remains of Edith Finch, Super Mario Odyssey, Sonic Mania, Static. Static.
Static.
Can we get a price check on Static? What's
I have no idea.
Static with a K?
No idea.
And Uncharted: The Lost Legacy were all stellar. Looking forward to 2018. There are some games I can't wait to play. Spider-Man, Transference, Kingdom Hearts 3. Haha, sure, Square Enix, sure. Dreams, and One Piece World Seeker. Do you think 2018?
For
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts, that's the feeling I get now.
I feel good.
I feel it this
I think
year.
it's happening.
I think it's happening now.
Because 2017 seems like was it 2007 Metal Gear Solid 4 trailer where they were like 2008. Haha, just kidding. 2007.
Yeah.
And it was 2008.
Yeah.
Like 2017 seems like the 2007 year, you know, like where they were like, yeah, 2017, and then like no. And this feels like the concession. Finally, a happy new year to you all. As we move forward from the days of known to the unwritten ones that lay in wait, I wish you all the most healthiest and happiest of days. Cheers. Jason Sackle. Jack Price. Greetings, allies. I needed to drop by to share my thoughts on my personal game of the year. Needless to say, it's been a fantastic year for games with a wealth of engrossing titles for fans of just about every genre. Personal highlights of mine have been Cuphead, Wolfenstein the New Colossus, and Prey, another nod for Prey. However, there's one game this year that has resonated for me in a way no other one has. That game being Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Third time being brought up in the showcase.
Sure.
The use of binaural audio as a means for expressing the symptoms of psychosis to the player is nothing short of masterful. As the game progresses, you really feel the weight of these voices, not only to Senua herself, but to you, the player. I found that I couldn't play the game for long periods of time due to the overwhelming feelings of stress and anxiety caused primarily by these voices. There was even a point where solving a particularly intricate puzzle that I had to pause the game for 2 to 3 minutes just to clear my mind from the noise. It is at this moment that I had the revelation related to the second major strength of the game, its portrayal of mental health issues. Throughout the game, we see through the voices, visions, and excellent motion capture performance just how much mental anguish Senua has to cope with in her life. During this brief pause, however, is when it all clicked. Whilst I could pause the experience to have my 2 to 3 minute breather away from it all, there are people out there who don't have this luxury. People who have to deal with their own visions, voices in their mind without any way to escape from them. People who have no other choice than to live with these conditions for the rest of their lives. It was at this moment that I knew that this was my game of the year, as no other title this year has provided this level of introspection for me. There are numerous other strengths within the game beyond the portrayal of these themes and ideas, such as the simple yet satisfying heavy feel of combat, and it's serving as a beacon of hope for game creators in an industry primarily dominated by small indie experiences or large AAA blockbusters. However, the emotional resonance and insightful teachings by this game is something that will stay with me for some time, and something that I would not have experienced in any other medium. Love and respect, Jake Price. Really well written.
Nice, Jake.
Golf clap for that. That was an excellent. That'll do. If we were doing a countdown, and that was somebody sent me that entry.
Yeah.
I would not have changed much with that entry. That was well done. Michelle Jackson, 2007, and I have not dropped my opinion. Not played Hellblade. I should probably play that in the next 2 weeks. 2017 is over, says Michelle Jackson. So it seems fitting to reflect on a game that really helped me get through a tough year. My favorite game of all time, actually. A game with a story so compelling it changed how I view life.
Whoa.
And characters so intensely likable, complex, and relatable that I would take a bullet for any of them. It blessed our world with what I consider to be the greatest soundtrack ever created. That game is Persona 3 Portable.
Oh.
A lot of people disregard
close.
Portable because outside of dungeons, gameplay is 2D and functions like a point-and-click adventure.
Mm-hmm.
But I view that as a strength. The new gameplay style greatly cuts down playtime, making it more accessible for people with time constraints, and it is easier to navigate. Not to mention, you can take it on the go.
Yep.
Portable is the only version of the game where you have full control over the other party members in battle, which improves an already enjoyable battle system. It has exclusive music tracks that I feel are among the best in the series. It offers a new opening cinematic, new battle costumes, new skills and abilities, new difficulty settings, more personas, more refined battle mechanics, and a new optional Velvet Room attendant.
Mm-hmm.
The most important addition is the new female protagonist option. Western fans call her Minako. Minako brings entirely new social links, new characters, and altered story events, even changing who lives or dies. Playing as Minako is the only way to social link with every party member.
Oh.
Woo!
That's the version I beat.
The new social links for party members turn commonly ignored or disliked characters like Shinjoro and Junpei into some of the best characters in the game, and give greater depth for others like Mitsuru, Koromaru, and Akihiko. Whew, the live Japanese names.
You did it. That was good.
My heart starts.
That was good.
Oof. In my opinion, Minako's social links solidify P3's party as the strongest cast in the series. Additionally, Minako is one of the few JRPG protagonists with a clearly defined personality. I believe that in general, Portable elevates just about every aspect of Persona 3's already phenomenal experience and creates something truly special. For your listening pleasure, I created a playlist with my favorite songs from Persona 3 Portable, and I'll post that blog in the forums. I dare you not to jam to Sun and wiping all out. P.S. Thanks so much for using my fiasco playset this month. Persona 5 is goaty. Love and respect. Yeah, that Persona 5 playset, I channeled my... Here's a little showcase exclusive. I thought it'd be really obvious, actually. I wonder if people say it in the comments, but I just watched American Vandal on Netflix. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Aces. Really good.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to watch the whole thing, but at least watch like the first 2 episodes. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
And the main character was my basis for this kind of jockish prankster that is the mascot at the
Excellent.
high school. And we were the trout, I think, so I dressed up as a trout. You seem real interested in that episode.
Jones, I barely watch anything on TV.
Would you ever do a Fiasco Nuts?
Yeah, I did one once at GT.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of fun. I pretty much played a guy that just talked like Keanu Reeves the whole time. It was awesome.
Nice, yes. Write what you know. Dominic Barlow. I'm playing Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Chloe Frazier is sneaking through an enemy outpost at night, and she's taken out every guard in the place. Now she's pinned behind a waist-high wall, hiding in the shadows, and roaming from a roaming APC tank, and she's fresh out of ammo. I pelt grenades overhead like a kid in a rock fight, but nothing happens. I realize why. They're actually ground mines, so they're now stuck in the dirt, a few feet short of the tank. I keep Chloe out of sight, praying that the lumbering metal beast turns its spotlight away long enough for me to get out of there and find a weapon. The spotlight doesn't move. The enemy knows I'm here. I'm sweating. Slowly, deliberately, the tank rears up. Now it's facing the wall head on. Suddenly, it charges at full speed. I panic. I mash a button. I hear a bang. Chloe detonates the ground mines, and the tank is blown sky high milliseconds before impact. The coast is clear. My favorite video game memory from 2017.
Wow.
That's pretty great.
Heck yeah, dude.
Did Dominic not know that you could detonate the mines, or you just wanted the tank to get closer?
Yeah, I think you just want to get closer.
Did you use remote mines a lot?
In Uncharted?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
How'd you take out that tank?
I think that might be the one point. I think there's like RPGs around too,
Okay.
if it's the part I'm thinking about.
But yeah, I think that's one of my favorite moments. I think the thing I instantly fell in love with, other than just the writing and how real, like in the actual gameplay, the characters felt, but the scrambling for weapons in Uncharted, I really dig.
Yeah.
It can be kind of frustrating sometimes, but like those are some of the best like Indiana Jones-esque
Tense
Han
moments,
Solo
yeah.
moments where they're just like scrambling, even like Mission Impossible, like scrambling towards something and picking up that right weapon at the last minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. Cesar Villa. December is the typical time to look back to the whole year and see how it did. I'm not sure why we do that, but I'll play along. I played some memorable games this year. For most, Jones has already given a voice to my thoughts, so there's little more to add than an honorable mention. Sin and Punishment and its sequel.
Oh.
Sin and Punishment?
The Wii games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played those.
Nice. Virtue's Last Reward and Zero Time Dilemma, Samus Returns. I love there's a period after Samus Returns, which is probably accidental, but I just love Samus Returns, period.
Period.
The one other game I played this year that I haven't mentioned here is The Witness.
Oh.
I don't usually play PC games. That's how crazy 2017 is. That was 2016,
People
wasn't
are broadening out.
The Witness
Yeah, that was
feels
the
like
whole game.
10 years ago. Because
Yeah,
of all
forgot
the
about that
amazing
game.
experiences we got this year. I don't usually play PC games, just because my PC sucks, but a friend from work found out I wanted it and gave it to me as a birthday present in January. I installed it on the work laptop thinking it would run better there, without suspecting it would consume my lunchtime for almost 2 months. I just couldn't stop playing! The mystery of that island and why all those panels are there is one that I will never understand, but man, did I have fun figuring out the rules for each section and solving all those puzzles.
Nice.
Suck it, Kyle Bossman. At some point, it reminded me of the movie Arrival, when Jeremy Renner's character asks Amy Adams if she's already dreaming in the alien language. Not long after starting playing, I started having dreams about panels and line puzzles. Wow. And just like Ian said in one of the earliest Easy Update episodes, suddenly I looked around and noticed shapes in my surroundings that could easily be puzzles from The Witness. You know what was messing with my brain, dude? Playing so much VR, and it wasn't like I thought life was VR, but like when I would move, when I would get the impulse to move my body,
feel like you're in VR
when
still?
it would trigger that part of my brain that's like, oh, this is the control for moving, and I would still just walk around, but like that neuron was failing and doing a U-turn. You know, it was like, no, doesn't apply. And I don't know if that'll get worse as I play more VR or if that'll go away. That's just like my brain figuring it all out. Awesome bringing up The Witness. Thank you, Cesar.
Yeah.
Or Caesar, sorry. I think it's Caesar. DMC Master, with 2017 over and done, it's been interesting looking back at the cavalcade of games that released last year. Cavalcade, excellent use.
Yeah, vocab.
Yakuza has finally started to gain major traction in the West. Resident Evil 7 put survival horror back into survival horror. The mere fact that Nier even had a sequel released, let alone one that was well received by the general public. Zelda came and shook up the whole series' foundation. Horizon was one of the most interesting new IPs this year that I need to try and find more time for. Persona 5 just oozed with style and substance. PUBG somehow took the world by storm. I don't get how. EA somehow effed up Star Wars twice this year. Sonic Mania brought the blue... Wait, what's the second one? They canceled the...
Yeah, they canceled the game.
Sonic Mania brought the blue blurb back to prominence, only for Forces to put him back down. I think Sonic Mania just wipes away the badness from Forces.
Sure. Oh,
I think Sonic Mania is so good that it's
really
fine.
good.
It's fine. Mario helped to bring... It's like getting a bad 3D Sonic game is just kind of like...
If I get a good Sonic game in any way, Jones, that's a victory for me.
Mario helped bring back the 3D platformer. Bubsy somehow came back from the grave. Bubsy?
Yeah.
I was not expecting Bubsy to be brought up in the showcase.
Kyle's not for it either.
And everything else that I don't have time to include. Whew. With that said, I decided to make a little game in the forums, and I figured I'd at least make you aware of it. Basically, it's a thread where everyone can post their predictions for 2018, and once January ends, I'll ask for the thread to be locked after posting a giant compiled list of everyone's predictions. With all that said, I'm curious to know what the allies might be hoping to see in 2018. Maybe consider it a larger version of Final Bets, like with consequences based on how many didn't happen throughout the course of 2018. The proposed allies rules: 40 predictions total, 10 for Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft apiece, and 10 for third-party and other events. Anyway, you're just one. Give me one hot prediction for 2018.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's go.
It's going to happen?
It's going down.
Okay. So that release date is going to have... It's pretty soft as far as predictions go. Like, any like new announcements? Anything? Any franchises coming back? What's that From Software thing, man?
I think it's new. I'm going to say it's a new IP.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's new.
Because I think there'd be more in that video if they were hinting at something.
Maybe.
Because nobody's called it yet, right? No one's like, sure, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Tomb Raider thing where they spelled shadow like in the side with the letters.
Yeah.
Like, we know that now. You know, it's like that has been revealed. You know, like it's not like, oh, that was probably an accident. Like, we know. But we don't know what that from. So that to me feels like new IP.
I'm going to say Sly Cooper also comes back.
Ooh, that's what I want. There we go. Sly Cooper. Anyway, with that said, December has been interesting to say the least in my personal life. And with Christmas having passed, I have received... Oh, just going to leave it there. Leave us hanging. Oh. And with Christmas having passed, I've received a PSVR headset. And I've been trying out what I can when I can afford it, which thankfully is a lot of stuff on sale right now. Super Hot VR.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I need to play that.
You need to play it, Brad.
I need to play that.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I really... if somebody did that for the group
Looks so
stream, I'd be so happy. It is bonkers fun. Alone sold me on VR. Doom, Arizona Sunshine, and Moral Blitz. Arizona Sunshine I need to check out. Don't let the cover fool you. It's basically Time Crisis VR.
Sweet.
Has given me plenty to play around with for the time being. I love VR recommendations. Keep those coming. Somebody else brings it up in the showcase, and I thank you. Along with previously released VR games, here's to 2018 being another awesome year in gaming. Here's to another year of love and respect for the allies. Thank you.
Thank you.
DMC Master. Lots of comments. Pokey Clyde. Dark Cloud 3 will be announced at E3 2019. Mark my words, 2019.
Oh, 19.
Dark Cloud 3. P.S. Shout out to some game news and their Best of Easy Allies 2017 special. Nothing but pure joy. Can't wait for the second half. And thank you, yeah, obviously some game news. We should just rock some game news in the showcase. Mm-hmm. Just patron donation or not. Tegan Kambadi. Persona 5 is a perfectly executed video game experience in all aspects of gameplay, design, sound, music, visuals, and art direction.
Oh my god.
All of which are spectacularly expressed with style, within the context of the narrative journey, with an interesting setting, engaging story, and memorable characters connecting to and driving the player forward. While not directly pressuring you, time is a vital factor, and living a dual life has been both a remarkable high school student. And living a dual life as both a remarkable high school student and a phantom thief of hearts may seem complex or even overwhelming. However, Persona 5 does an excellent job of teaching how to find equilibrium in your unassuming daily life activities and your other, more mischievous endeavors. Before we continue, I love that Tegan doesn't start by being like, I really like Persona 5 this year. It's just like, Persona 5 is, you're like, whoa!
Best game we get.
Just like, I don't have time to, I only have 400 words here. Let's get into it. And I love, too, the difference between some people being like, here are my top 5, here are my top 7. I played a lot of games this year. Here's the things I didn't play that I wish I had. Here's what I'm looking forward to 2018. And some people are like, Persona 5, that's it.
This is the best game.
That's all that needs to be talked about right now. That's all you need to know from me. With a perfect balance of pacing between gameplay and narrative, it's no wonder Persona 5 becomes so engrossing to play. Along with the soundtrack that creates a universal melody to fit every moment in the game, it's easy to get lost in its waves of emotional composition day in and day out. The combat system in particular is a fantastic conduit that allows every function in the game to reinvigorate itself with every foray to and from dungeons and daily life. All while vanquishing demons by mastering your own has never felt so cool, so fast, so sweet, so smooth, and just so good in a turn-based combat system that you may even feel a little bad for the enemies you are stylishly slaying. It's too cool, apparently, for Kyle Bossman.
Too cool, yeah.
Persona 5 narrates... second time I picked on him in the showcase. Persona 5 narrates twists... Persona 5 narrates twists, turns, and climaxes as it showcases the journey of the human spirit and what it means to defend the condition of integrity as a human being oneself. An enrapturing game filled with moments of mischief, tension, mystery, courage, and heart, Persona 5 opens your mind to define what playing a game could possibly mean to someone, and what a unique emotional appreciation it has on the individual. Overall, Persona 5 has so many excellent qualities for the player to feast one's imagination on, that 150 hours will pass like the blink of an eye. It keeps getting longer, every comment. That will pass like the blink of an eye while playing it. Persona 5 will in fact take your heart, is the best game of the year, and gives the player such a wonderfully rare experience that they will undoubtedly be remiss when it's over. Listen to your heart and believe it. If not, someone might come along and steal it. Love and respect, Tegan Kambadi. Excellent.
Good lord.
Yeah. Woo. Tegan put everything into that. When December started, I imagined I'd be writing about the latest game I've been playing. There's nothing I can say. You know what I mean? What do you add? What do you say? I wish I had time to finish that game. Kyle Lee, when December started, I imagined I'd be writing about the latest game I've been playing from my backlog, Stardew Valley. Another game I likely won't. I don't know how you finish Stardew Valley. Though I have found a lot of comfort enjoying that game, Christmas came along and made my backlog grow even bigger when I was given a Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
I love you get the Switch and you're like, aw.
Yeah. Man.
My backlog. Straight out of the box, I immediately jumped into Super Mario Odyssey. From the first trailer, I knew that Odyssey was the game for me, a feeling that would grow with the reveal of the hat's powers and the overwhelming positive reviews. Someone got me sick during Christmas, so I was off work recovering when I ran through Odyssey's main story in a couple of days. When I saw the credits, I started crying.
Whoa.
Because it was over? You were happy? I have never been good at Mario games, even though the original Super Mario was the first game I played. The controls have always felt just out of grasp for me. It took an upsetting number of years before I learned those older games had a run button. That wasn't the case with Odyssey. Every movement felt precise, felt good, felt exactly how I wanted it to. Odyssey says, what have you always wanted to do in a Mario game? And then it gives you the ability to do it. Because of my decades-long struggle with Mario games, I hope you'll understand the overwhelming emotion I felt when the credits rolled. Not only did I beat a Mario game, I beat one of my new favorites that I'll revisit for years to come. You gotta get those 999. Thought, that was my addition just there. Thought it has made going through Breath of the Wild difficult without yearning to throw Cappy around Hyrule, which was an unexpected side effect. I will never forget the journey that Mario and Cappy went on with me, but for now, I will go back to attack the stack, with Breath of the Wild up first, followed by Nier Automata.
Cool.
Good stuff. Outcast writer. As I have previously said, I'm a video game cheapskate. Also, I haven't been able to purchase a new gaming computer, so no modern PC games for me from the last 2 years. The only game I played that came out in 2017 was Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. So, Goaty? I jest, but I was very happy with the direction they took with the game, especially the full voice acting and the explorable environments. So what's the O? Why the...
I just did not expect that. No one's brought that up.
Have you played it?
No, I haven't played many Fire Emblem games, or... Yeah.
I have, very little purchase in the
It's the remake, I believe, the GBA one.
It gives me hope that Fire Emblem 2018 is going to be pretty good. You think that's going to happen? 2018? I mean, the game obviously will.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
He's feeling good. Brad's optimistic. With that said, I guess I should say what I'm looking forward to in 2018. Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yes. Metro Exodus, Psychonauts 2, Octopath Traveler, and Fire Emblem 2018. Plus, who knows what else I'm forgetting? While I'm waiting for these games to release, I'll happily be playing and finishing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
Final Fantasy IV.
Whoa.
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Whoa.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Whoa.
Some Professor Layton game. I love that he knows.
Yeah,
there's Professor Layton in his future, not sure what it is. And Rayman Legends. Wow, all really great deep cuts. Thanks to all the allies for keeping me abreast of all things video games. Here's to a great 2018. Here's to a long sip of water.
Yeah.
Have you played all of those? Ocarina of Time, Final Fantasy IV, Elder Scrolls
yes,
4, Xenoblade
yes.
Chronicles X?
Not X.
Any Professor Layton game ever?
No. The one
gotta think about it,
franchise I always wanted to play, just never got around to it.
Yeah.
Never played Xenoblade X. Ben told me to skip it.
All right.
He knows me.
Well, this is what I'm excited for. Thanks, Tim. I used the Christmas Steam sale to stock up with VR games. So did I.
Sweet.
So this month's comment will focus solely on VR. Note that none of these games are brand new, so it is possible that I cannot bring something completely fresh to the table. However, I think that those games deserve a shout out. This is the VR experience. Like, a lot of people can finally invest, and they're like, all right,
Yeah.
there's 8,000 games. What are the good stuff? And everybody's got different takes. The first game I played is The Blue, which is technically not a game in the classical sense. There is almost no way of interaction. You're simply virtually beneath the ocean and can watch 3 different short underwater scenes involving sea life. Even though it's not really a game, I think it's a great way of introducing non-gaming people to VR. Seeing a life-size blue whale in front of you is pretty amazing in itself, and watching virtual wildlife is maybe something non-gamers can more easily relate to.
Sure.
The second game I played is Cosmic Trip, which is an action RTS with a comic look and feel and cute robot units that puts you right in the middle of the battle. I'm gonna have to check that out. It might be due to the fact that I'm bad at RTS games, but I felt a bit lost in the game. The tutorial was easy, but didn't introduce all necessary mechanics, so once you finished it, you get directly thrown in harder battles. The thing that I don't like currently about a lot of the RTS games that I've played in VR is they're exhausting. You know?
Oh.
It's like, there's, like... I think they say armchair commander, and like when I think of armchair commander, I literally think of you like leaning on your hand, you know, just like And so I think there's just like you use so much brain power in an RTS that it's just like I'm just kind of clicking at stuff.
Yeah.
And just even like like a Civilization or like or even like a Sim City, it's like I'm just thinking really carefully on what I'm doing. When you're like,
dragging
it's just like so stressful. You're like, oh no, there's a threat over there.
Yeah. McDonald Frontier gave me that.
You know. But they're really interesting. I played a couple of the RTS games. Where are we going? Okay. Yeah, boom. But it didn't introduce all necessary mechanics. Once you finished it, you get directly thrown in harder battles. I hope that the game clicks if I put some more hours into it, but a campaign that slowly introduces the units and buildings would surely help. That being said, I'm sure that VR RTS is something that could be very intriguing, maybe something in the vein of Supreme Commander.
Oh.
The last game I played is that'd be so dope if you were just like, oh, dude, if you're Hux. Hux the game, dude.
That'd be the best,
You're
yeah.
Hux, you're on the bridge, all the people are around you looking up at
you're
you. Like,
standing in your
anytime you like
shelter.
walk, like get close to somebody, they like look to you,
Get
salute,
scared.
and like,
Yeah. Oh my god. No.
you just bring your hand up.
Yeah.
The last game I played is The Assembly, an adventure game with puzzle elements similar to the Gallery Call of the Starseed. From all the VR adventures I played, this is my favorite one. You play as 2 different characters and classical adventure sequences in which you have to find certain objects to progress, alternate with puzzle sequences in which you have to solve various minigames, and even a murder mystery. This results in a great pacing of the game. Additionally, the story, which revolves around a secret facility for scientists, is better than expected. This scenario results in a Half-Life-esque look and feel of the game that I greatly enjoyed. So all in all, I had a great VR Christmas holidays. Love and respect, Tim.
Nice.
Love the VR suggestions. I mean, you know, at Trailer Jones, tweet them at me. Like, I want to know. I got Revive up and running so I can check out Oculus stuff. David Cleland. Hi, allies. Okay, so just a couple quick questions. I'm working on a little EZA project that I'm hoping to get done before your 2nd anniversary. It involves partially recreating the garage, but I'm not clear on 2 things. What's framed above the white door you can see in the group streams and podcasts where lightning actually stands?
Oh god.
That is the,
It's the Kyle Bossman,
describe
Liquid
it, yeah.
Bossman, JoJo,
Here.
Bizarre Adventure-esque drawing where Chappie is his stand.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
It's very...
Posterity. Here, you can get a
very
screen
bizarre.
grab of that. There you go.
Boom.
It's this baby. So there you go. Tetris is unbeatable. Bossman's Weird Journey. Stan, Scary Joke, Chapingo. You know, it's like...
Chapingo.
One of the things that I feel bad about... I put my stuff... Oh. One of the things I feel bad about is like there's so many memes I missed. You know, there's so many tabletop memes. We got some tabletop memes coming up. We haven't gotten to the images, baby. We got awesome art coming up. We got some good photos, some cool videos.
There's so many from Gundam.
Let's completely lost my pen too. But yeah, I can understand if that's hard to see. And 2, the color of the floor. Odd, maybe, worth it? Definitely, it will all become clear. Love, respect, David. The floor is like a mess. It's concrete, so it's like a spotty grayish brown.
Yeah.
It's like a dark grayish brown with just like what look like stains, but it's just chips. If you want some extra detail, there is a gnarly crack in the concrete that goes all the way up, kind of diagonal. So it almost kind of goes from that corner straight through to the other corner of the building, and very slow time lapse of just like the Rock movie Earthquake, like Dante's Peak, where it's just
That's the second time you brought up Dante's Peak today.
That's right. Or here, I got another reference: the end of Last Crusade, where it was like,
Okay,
like Elsa is gonna fall through the crack in the floor someday.
Let it go in. Let it go.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Indiana. Season's greetings, allies. Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh no! Oh dear me! I goofed. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I didn't write the name down for some reason.
Ooh. Good save though.
Wee. So yeah, ad lib. Cover.
Chat, we're just doing a little technical difficulties, dude. Jones is sleuthing that up right now. Just hang tight. Everything's going good. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing good on this lovely, what's it? Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Lovely
Small
morning.
Leviathan.
We're back. Small Leviathan. Interesting name.
I do like that name, yeah. Because you're like, aren't Leviathans really big?
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Season's greetings, allies. For today's showcase, I'm presenting you my top 5 games of 2017. Not only am I listing my favorite games, but every game. I love the favorite, the European spelling.
Sure, yeah.
Love it. With that, putting that U in there. But every game is also receiving one unique Small Leviathan award, highlighting some of my favorites featured in each title. That said, favorite features in each title. That said, I won't be featuring One Shot, because I already spent last showcase talking about why that game is my all-time favorite.
Wow.
One Shot. The number 5 spot goes to Night in the Woods. First time mentioned today and last month. Gaming's best coming-of-age story to date. Beating out Life is Strange. This game really captures the spirit of disenfranchised youth. The main selling point to me is the diverse main cast, because of which NITW wins the Small Leviathan Award for Best LGBTQ Representation. Number 4 is a rather overlooked one. Hive Swap Act 1. Hive Swap.
Sounds like a phone game.
A mobile game?
Yeah.
Hive Swap.
Hive Swap.
The first chapter of the point-and-click game based on the popular webcomic Homestruck leaves a strong first impression with beautiful environments, a catchy score courtesy of James Roach, and Undertale's Toby Fox, and gut-busting writing, which is why it wins the Small Leviathan Award for Best Writing, as every little interaction results in a unique quip from the fantastic protagonist, Joey Clare. Gut-busting, extra points, Small Leviathan.
Buster.
Gut-busting is just a phrase I don't get to say very often, thank you. Number 3 goes to Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2, dude. That was this year, right? Was that last year?
Yeah, it was.
Splatoon 2, man.
Man, I forgot about that.
What a year. I don't generally like shooters, but the squids had me hooked. The commitment, I think we got an extra code for Splatoon 2, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it,
Yeah,
sure.
take it.
And
I have it,
I played it a little bit, but again, yeah, it's when I just zip by my Switch library. It's like, Splatoon 2 every time. The commitment to the totally radical aesthetic involves a youthful energy that is unlike anything found in today's market. Splatoon 2 gets the Small Leviathan Award for Best Side Mode, namely Salmon Run.
Cool.
Interesting, isn't Salmon Run's got that weird schedule, right? You can't always do Salmon Run.
Yeah, we streamed it.
So it's cool that they got points. Number 2 goes to, what else but Persona 5. That's kind of a dig.
What else?
What else could number 2 be? But Persona 5. Everyone's number 2. Improving on the previous games in almost every way, P5 sets the new standard for what JRPGs can and should be. I think those were Ben's words. I think Ben said something.
Can and should
said
be?
like that, yeah. Extra attention should be given to the score as Persona 5 wins the Small Leviathan Award for Best Soundtrack, because I will be humming Last Surprise on my deathbed. Can I tell you one thing that's one of my little nitpicky? This isn't a rant. It's just one of my nitpicky things.
About Persona?
About the use of the word soundtrack.
Oh, sure.
I brought this up with Shane, and I remember Keeley like back in the day. I brought this up with awards because we at GT we used to give out best soundtrack, and I wanted to call it best score.
Yeah.
Because there are two definitions of soundtrack to me. One is like the sound, like a film's soundtrack, which obviously is not what you're talking about because that's dialogue, sound effects, audio. You know, that's like the physical strip that is attached to the film reel that makes sound happen when you are listening to something. The track of sound.
Yes.
But when Pinocchio, Disney's Pinocchio came out, it was the first album that coined original motion picture soundtrack. And so when they would release albums of the music that was in the film, and then, of course, later video games. But, as everybody knows, I'm assuming most people know when they get soundtracks, that's not every song that was in the game. It's just like whatever they were willing to sell, whatever they were... But, like, almost always there's just some awesome track you love, or it's packaged differently in a soundtrack. So when you tell me soundtrack, when people say that to me, that means the album. That means, I got the soundtrack. When you say, like, score, that means anytime you hear a musical anything...
I see what you're saying.
That's the score. Whereas, like, you might not get that on a soundtrack. But you should. And finally, my game of the year is Hollow Knight.
Oh.
This game is not just another Metroidvania, it is the culmination of the entire genre.
That is a bold-ass statement.
Symphony of the Night was just a precursor to Hollow Knight. This game is not just... it also borrows from the Souls series, creating a mellow, oppressive atmosphere that I would personally say tops even Dark Souls itself.
Careful. Be careful. With your boasting.
I love it. This is in part by giving the story more direction and drive, which leads me to the fact that Hollow Knight gets the Small Leviathan Award for Best Story Moment. I'm not going to be specific as to avoid spoilers. All I can say is it's the one in the birthplace. Love and respect, Small Leviathan.
Whoa.
So there we go. So that's comments. Time to get to media.
Ooh, media.
So
let's do some media.
So I love this. So we talk about all types of different things that you can post. We had a great glitch clip from Witcher 3. And a lot of people are like, I don't make art. If you can just do one video, like you can just do something like do a PS share or do an Xbox and upload it to YouTube and like just link us that and we can grab it.
I wish I saw that Witcher glitch.
But like it was like 10,000 unicorns. There's like unicorn was just glitched like 100 times. So they were like all standing in the same spot, so the heads are like all moving around. But this is the first time I think we've gotten this. Fatui gave us some screenshots. Love the great idea.
Damn it, thanks for the sub.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And apologies to any sub that we had missed. This comes from Christoph Fatui. So this is Xenoblade 2.
I'm playing this right now.
Yeah. So this is, hello allies, I don't have a video this time that is short enough for submission, and I want to spare Brandon any pain of doing editing on my behalf. I love screenshots of games, but I normally don't take many. In some cases, if the game captures me, I do take some. Xenoblade 2 is one of these games. It is the first game that I've spent so much time in my first playthrough. After 203 hours, I finished it and have around 741 screenshots.
Oh my god.
Might have gone overboard a bit. I went to the album, and tis true. My favorite 3 are these, which I'll show you. I have a photo album people can check out and screenshots from other games that I've played. Perfect opportunity to mention, last time... Was it spoilers?
Yeah.
Well,
kind of.
nothing we can do. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Rip.
Be good to know.
Oh well.
Is that a spoiler?
It's fine. It's fine.
Is that a spoiler?
Nah, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, if you want to go check that out, mentioned before in the last 2 episodes, I'm like, hey, their links are in the Patreon post. Go check that out. And the Patreon post was gated behind $10 and above patrons. Was not using my brain when I was saying that, but I did a practice starting in December 2017 for that showcase that I will now do moving forward, which is it has now been opened up. You can leave comments and stuff, but you know those won't be actually shown on Twitch.
Hold up. I gotta address this comment right here. Brad, do you still hate Star Wars? I want to make this very clear.
But he might say Star Wars meaning 8. Meaning
no,
episode
I don't
8.
hate episode 8.
I don't hate
just
it
had
either.
problems with it. I still like it. I just got problems. I think we were both in that camp.
There is not a year that has gone by since I was born in 1979 that I have not had some emotion about Star Wars. You know, that Star Wars for me has not been an emotional roller coaster. See, like there are a lot of kids that are probably growing up now that are like in their teens that are just like they grew up in Clone Wars, they grew up in the prequels, and like I like the prequels, but it's like Dude, I watched the Christmas special, man. We watched like Ewoks, dude. Like
Ewok movies.
some droids, some crazy stuff. So
man.
like Star Wars has always been nuts.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, Star Wars is
there are toys that have introduced crazy
Star Wars
lore.
is like
you know?
peaks and valleys of quality.
But yeah, never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Star Wars. So yeah, screenshots. Send them on over if you can't think of anything
Send
else.
them.
Thank you, Christoph. Those are screenshots this month. Ian Barker, hi allies. With a new Metroid game on the way, I wanted to try redesigning some of the characters and creatures.
Oh,
where's Ian? Whoa.
Blech.
Oh dear. Ian, I'm gonna put a star next to your name. I completely skipped you somehow. I didn't grab your stuff. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh no, that's why. This is a tragedy, but I gotta read Ian's comment. With a new Metroid game on the way, I wanted to try to redesign some of the characters and creatures. This is still a work in progress, but I wanted to show the concept stage this month, and next month I'll be able to show the finished product. Since it's possible the new Metroid game could be shown in a January Direct, crosses fingers, it might be interesting to see how these compare to the real deal. I think that's very at least some update. If they do whatever Direct they're going to do this month and don't talk about Metroid, that's in some capacity, bad idea.
I mean, I can easily see them just waiting for E3 for that.
Oh, dude, give me a concept art of what Samus looks like. Something, come on. And then at the end, Imgur link will be edited into this comment in a couple of days. Sad face.
No.
So we didn't get it. There's also the possibility it could have been edited and added, and then Patreon didn't feel like showing it to everybody. So yeah, Ian. But he said he's going to give us more of that, so hopefully we can update on that next month.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. Boop, going away. G'day, allies. In the early 2000s, I loved taking screenshots from all my favorite television shows, movies, and video games, and editing them into tiny images. These would become the avatars I would use in forums, chat clients, although I like clat giants, like Yahoo Messenger, as well as something I could browse through to bring back cherished memories. By 2007, my collection had grown into the thousands, and I created a website to share them with others, the Avatar Continuum. I would frequently update this website over the next 5 years before finally closing it in 2012 after creating over 30,000 avatars. But here's why I'm confused. It says coming soon Wonder Woman down here. So how did that happen? How in 2012 was Wonder Woman coming soon? I'm confused. Last month, I decided to re-upload... Oh, there we go, sorry. I decided to re-upload my old website for people to see. I've also been working on creating new avatars to release through 2018 and hopefully beyond. I may have taken a half a decade to return to this hobby of mine, but the Avatar Continuum is finally back. Love and respect. Avatar Continuum.
Nice.
So it's nice to have some context there.
A passion for Avatar.
I want to just do one thing. So this is all you have to select. We have Alcatraz, which, boy, that show was only on for like a season, right? With Sam Neill there. Final Fantasy XIV, Arrow, Primeval New World, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Dread, Walking Dead, and X-Files. Where are we going? What are we doing?
I'm picking Dread.
We're going Dread? Okay.
Yeah.
And these are your options for the Avatar. What are you feeling?
Oh, man.
What are we doing?
Dude,
that's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
What was her name? Big Mama or something? Dude, it's just gotta be a classic Dread.
Just Dread's pretty good Dread right
there. No, go down.
Ooh, that's
go
a good
down.
Dread.
Go down. Down. There you go.
That's right. They're just staring right. Staring right.
Love that one.
It's good Dread.
Hot shot. I said
the
hot shot.
What's your favorite line from Dread?
That's one me and Mike quote a lot. Just that one.
The absolute best line of dialogue and the best delivery in that whole thing is just, yeah.
I am the law. Yeah. Oh man, Dread's so fun.
Yeah, we didn't deserve that movie.
No. Peach trees.
Oh yeah.
Makoto?
Chum Nguyen. I just finished Persona 5 recently, so I did a bit of a rush job on art. Rush job? Did you know who that was?
Yeah.
Nailed it?
Right away, yeah.
Nice. And right now going through Nier Automata, but I won't be able to finish it before the year ends. 2017 has been amazing. Playing Neo. Persona 5. Neo.
Yeah.
Neo. That's a solid game.
Yeah.
I think the biggest fault is Neo did something that made us not just obsess about it all year.
The thing that bugged me about Neo...
But that's a deep, crazy game.
Yeah, it's really fun. Just
that's
there was
quality.
too much loot when I was playing,
right
but
there.
I think they fixed a lot of that stuff.
Well. Persona 5, and I gotta give a big shout out to Gravity Rush 2, which exceeded my expectations. Longest falling in my gaming history, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Biggest regret is I never got around to Trails in the Sky. Third, since it didn't come to Vita and could easily become a GOTY contender if it's as good as previous ones. Thanks to Sega, we got Yakuza 0 and Kiwami, which you're currently playing, right?
Correct.
And Sonic Mania, and the year would have been awesome if it were not for two bad ones, Sonic Forces and Valkyria Revolution.
Oh.
Luckily, next year Valkyria is getting a sequel, true.
The real deal, yeah.
To its name.
Yes.
That, man, the way they're talking about the next Valkyria...
I'm super.
I love when
it
it cracks me up when devs like come out with a video and they're like, "So we're making Valkyria and it will be an excellent game."
Yeah,
and you're like,
it's
"Oh, really?"
Be good. It's like, oh,
they're like, it is the best game we've ever made. You're just like, whoa. Haven't even seen gameplay yet. Let's do it. Thanks to you all at EZA and community for this wonderful year and a year 2018, which looks like to be another good year for gaming. Love and respect. Tirju Engi or Engi on, but Chumnuan, as I know him, because I'm happy to pronounce his name correctly. P.S. Hyped for the return of Mega Man. Oh no!
oh no,
Where's
that's a
the other
Gundam.
Oh, there it is. I put it down there. Surprise Gundam. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You got X and Mega Man.
Yeah. So this is the one that was picked up, submitted by Gregory Gillen, but originally submitted by Pepin or Pepjin, Wildman or Wildeman, probably Wildeman. So Pepin Wildeman is my educated guess at how to pronounce that name. Gave us some wonderful. Gave us the official. Here we go. Wait a minute. No, there it is. The Waifu Wars.
Oh, jeez.
Hello, allies. I bring you the results of the official, unofficial. Don't do that. This is unofficial. The official, unofficialized Easy Allies Discord unofficial alliance. Okay, it's just, as long as you put unofficial in there twice, I guess that balances out. Waifu of the Year Award 2017, made possible by user Thyvan. From a strict pre-selection, 28 candidates were selected, including but not limited to Tifa Lockhart, Kyle Bossman, Haru Okamura, Makoto Majima, Kizuno Ai, Ben Moore, and Estelle Bright. The bracket was divided into two groups. In Group 2, 2B from Nier Automata fame was easily powering through the rounds. However, a dark horse emerged. Ben Moore was beating favorites like Best Girl Boy candidate Astolfo, hailing from the Fate series, and leaving Rem from RE0 forgotten in the dust. But in the end, 2B was too strong for Ben, and she made it into the finals. Group 1 was a harder fight. Makoto Najima from Persona 5 was beating others with good leads, including the future of YouTube content producers, the super intelligent virtual YouTuber Kazuna Ai. I'm guessing AI? Probably I? Kazuna Ai?
Yeah, Kazuna.
Brad shrugging.
I have no idea.
I'm doing the best I can. However, Kat was making her way to the top. She had a more difficult fight, but after just narrowly beating Pyra, Homura, Mithra, Hikari, she flew past Makoto and into the finals. In the end, Kat went by with weightless momentum as 2B's 148.8 kilogram body left her thinking about the gravity of life and death, making Kat the winner of this award and crowning her as Best Waifu 2017.
Wow. I did not expect Kat to win.
Congratulations to Kat. Woo! Gotta go back to the water. Excited to see 2018. That worked out better than I thought. Alex Castellanos, this is fascinating. Oh, and I'm curious. Close your eyes, Brad.
Okay.
Brad?
Yes.
What games have you currently... Close your eyes!
Ah!
What games have you currently reviewed for Easy Allies? Name them.
Currently,
Yep.
Overwatch.
Right?
I am Setsuna.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Blah, blah, blah,
Correct.
blah, blah, blah. Lawbreakers.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Call of Duty.
Right?
Guys, there's something else. Oh, God.
Two more.
Two more?
Two more.
Uh,
Both platformers.
both platformers. What were they?
With lots of jumping.
Hat in Time.
Yep.
And Cuphead. Oh, man. I forgot.
Dude, I haven't done many more than you.
Yeah.
I've done Battleborn, Gears of War 4, Dragon Quest Builders, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Steep, Horizon Zero Dawn, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Middle Earth, Shadow of War, and Frozen Wilds.
Look at those.
Which was DLC, but I decided to do a separate
Those
review.
Huber and Ben Moore lists.
But this is fascinating. So again, you can go patreon.com/easyallies, look up the showcase for December, and you can click on this link and look at this extensively. Ben Moore and Huber are tied. I think about Ben being the one that's nuts, but Ben a lot of times is working on stuff that he might not have time to finish. Ben puts more on his plate.
Yes.
So that's why I had the thought that like clearly Ben's got to be destroying all of us.
Yeah,
But
it comes to a
Hubert's high,
point
look at
where
that.
Hubert and Ben really want to review some games.
Yeah.
So she's like, okay. You can take that.
Hubert and Ben, thank you. Out of control. Bloodworth obviously just
Bloodworth holding it
slightly ahead of
down,
Damiani.
dude.
I might, if it was Vegas, I might have said Damiani reviewed more than Blood, but Blood putting up some good numbers.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm totally in last. Oh no, you're in last place, but just behind me. You'll probably overtake me in 2018.
Oh yeah, I'll do more this year.
It's a challenge.
Well, it's because I was doing the retro and stuff.
Yeah,
That was a lot of work.
Sure, Blame the Souls franchise. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, those long,
That was
long
like-
games.
How many reviews would that be? 15,000 words?
Yeah.
That's like 15 reviews almost, or about.
Hi, allies Jones and Brad. I'm going to try linking this image to you guys. It's a tabulated chart and some other data that I've kept track of since you started your EZA reviews. Just thank you. Awesome. A lot of people are doing that when we are not. Not only just obviously with reviews, but many other things as well, bets and so forth. I know that not everyone is in love with the 5-star system, and you've considered at least discussing whether it needs to be changed. Feel free to use this help in your decision as to whether or not the specific score, or matter of which it is encapsulated, is important. Love and respect, Alex Castellanos. I love that he did this work, and this is not like a loaded thing. You know, he's not like, look at this information. He's like, hey, interpret from this whatever you want. This might be useful to you. It might not. The thing about changing the review score system is, he's like, I know not everyone is in love with the 5-star system. Whatever we change it to, not everyone's going to be in love with that either.
Right.
So it's a lose-lose, potentially. One of my favorite names ever, A Pack of Puppies.
Yeah, great name.
Pack of Puppies. Pack of Puppies. There we go. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey all, I've always wanted to participate in this, but I never know what to do. I know other people talk about the games they've played, but I think it helps if people are even vaguely familiar with me. I'm quite sure everyone's eyes would glaze over with polite boredness if I yammered on about my jumping puzzle prowess in Guild Wars 2. Not true! Not true. Guild Wars, let's talk about it right now. Guild Wars 2, you can WildStar had something like this, but doesn't Guild Wars 2, you can just jump and get experience? You can just
I don't know.
get to places. When
Oh,
you get to a
yeah,
new
I think
environment,
they
you're just
do
like,
have that.
whoa, what the
Yeah,
hell's
yeah,
over
yeah,
there?
yeah.
And
I think that- yeah.
you can do that.
I think
And I know
that's
WildStar
true,
has a whole class that's just
WildStar, dude.
jumping, double jump and stuff.
man,
It's just
so funny.
see if you can get to those areas. But please, Pack of Puppies, I want to hear how good you jump. Also, I happen to possess 0 artistic ability. That is for us to determine. All I can do are really bad stick figures. But wait, you know who else does bad stick figures? Birdcough. Bingo!
Yeah, he does.
This idea came to me too late to put in the TTE art episode, but in time for this. Plus, at least one TTE cast member, Brad, is here and will understand the context. You're Birdcough, right?
Yes.
And will understand the context, since I figure Brandon probably doesn't follow TTE and has no idea why he has random stick figures dancing across the screen.
But
I know.
You played with Birdcough.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're Birdcough now in regular TTE?
No.
Oh, no, this is classic Birdcough.
This is
Oh, yeah, I
classic
remember
Birdcough,
Birdcough. Yeah. So, behold, my lousy attempt at capturing the last scene in TTE episode 79 with, 79, sorry, with Birdcough cheerfully drawing away the naked, citizens of Pitter Patter with the addition of imaginary cats. Also, bonus Uncle Vapors with his famous letter, Do I know how to draw dwarfs? No clue. Lackluster gray beard is the best I can do. And Sandstorm with her birds and 4 quarterstaffs. Apologies to all for making you stare at bad stick figures. No apologies necessary, Pack of Puppies. Here's to a super successful 2018 for Easy A. Love and respect.
Good stuff.
So we need to... Okay, I've been reading the whole time, so I just need to absorb. Every picture better with cats. Birdcough, Uncle Vapors, right, with the beard, looks good. Sandstorm. Somebody with... I don't like... Young Naked.
I think this is from our one-off.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
I was just reading all the
I'm
examples.
trying to remember everything.
I think it's amazing. I think it's really good.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
I dare say I demand stick figures from now on and everything. Even if you want to talk about something else, even if you just give us a comment. Stick figures, please. Tim Beshin has been traveling the world and showing people what the love and joy of Easy Allies. But unfortunately, Tim brought his Assy Ally shirt
Assy Ally, yeah.
to this place. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of a bummer, It's like, I'm not sure what Assy Ally is. But I mean, that's also cool. So don't read the title below. Where is this?
Japan?
Correct. What city in Japan?
Tokyo?
No, but there are other...
Osaka?
No, but it's...
I don't know.
There's like, I would say there's 3 of like the you can get to.
I don't know. I don't know Japan's like formation that well.
Kyoto.
Oh, Kyoto.
Yeah, Kyoto is a famous city. I don't know. I've been to Kyoto. I don't know if I've been there.
Must be nice.
It was very nice. I have my parents to thank for that. It was that trip, immediately following that trip. Every time I think about China and Japan, I think about going there, coming back, and going on my first date with Amanda Troop immediately. Because of my traveling, I mostly had to rely on my Switch and 3DS this year, double fist in Nintendo handhelds. But I can't complain. What a stellar Nintendo year! This photo was taken in Kyoto, one of my favorite places.
Sweet.
Fast forward to Brandon King on. I have no interest in any Nintendo property. Fast forward to Tim Bashan. What a stellar Nintendo year. And then let's go back. Nope.
Boop, boop, boop.
Don't get rid of the logo. Where's the... There we go. Oh, it's time.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year 2018 from Thailand. Wish you all a great year. More Gunpla updates. This is a MG Master Grade Turn A Gundam and Turn X from the anime show. Turn A Gundam, from the anime show Turn A Gundam. Fun fact, the majority of mobile suits that appear in the show, including 2 that are shown here, were designed by Sid Mead of Tron, Blade Runner, and Alien fame.
Really?
Many fans didn't take well to the design, and the show was received poorly. But due to word of mouth, the show has gained a cult following in recent years and is considered to be among the best in the franchise.
Cool. I've never seen it. They look very round. A lot of their like parts seem much rounder.
I'm digging the shield. I like the motion. I like how almost like he's planking. Like he's almost like horizontal, the one on the left there with the shield like charging forward. I think that shield one's my fave. But what a great position too.
Good stuff.
And I love he had to like put the box down to get the other one elevated so that they're like, yeah. Who do you? I mean, so the top's a close up, and specifically that middle image. Who's coming out of that attack right there?
Probably the Gundam's gonna win.
Yeah.
Main character. Main character.
And finally,
Ooh.
we have some videos.
All right.
So here, unfortunately, this one is on the edge, and it's a question of remixes. So this uses music,
Okay.
but remixes them in a fun way. In the collage, there's a picture of someone with a guitar. I don't know if that was just a cool picture that person found, or if that is them
The musician
playing guitar. So I don't know how much of this is original. It's just, music is just the #1 thing that could potentially be, destroyed. Like, we've had some people on the showcase so far from the first 2 episodes submit music they wrote and produced, and we still got flagged. So it's like it's having stuff that we don't own. Is bad. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say this comment right now. We're gonna go through the rest of the showcase, do our end video, say goodbye, fade to black, wait a little bit, and then play this, and so you can check it out if you would like. So Alexandra Nilsson Toffs says, "Hello, allies. Here's my submission that will hopefully make the cut to the showcase. In honor of what is easily my favorite game of all time, and one of my favorite bands of all time, I made a Coldplay-esque remix of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild's main theme. Video game music is okay. I don't think maybe necessarily that'll flag. So yeah, you can check that out after the stream. And obviously you can go link that, of course.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/EasyAllies. Go to the showcase and listen to this fine piece of music. It's great. It's very trippy and dreamy, and I like it a lot. And it just makes me think of Breath of the Wild, which is never a bad thing. But Ryan, aka Heat55 Haslam, hey allies, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year! I'm a computer science major in my final semester, but as a huge Disney nerd, I've been getting more and more into animating in my free time the past couple years. As I'm trying to add things to a possible portfolio, I should try to pursue animation in the future. I decided to take a couple weeks in December and make a Christmas wintry 2D short to share with my friends and family. Couple weeks. I'm getting like 2, maybe 3 max in December to do it, because leading up to Christmas, you only got 25 days. So this is a couple weeks pulled this off.
Wow.
I hope this is an acceptable submission and that you enjoy it. Here's my short, Starlight.
Cool. Let's check it out.
Are you ready for some jolliness?
Heck yeah.
Jolliness incoming.
Heck yeah, dude. Let's go.
I don't know why I just automatically hear like. Oh,
he's all sad.
Yeah, there's no decorations. So happy.
Nice. Good vibes, dude. Man, you made that in a couple weeks?
Yeah,
nice job.
man. And the music too, out of control.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Yeah, that shot of the star being in awe of the tree was fantastic.
And finally, mad respect for this, because this is something that we definitely do not have time or budget or the talent or the patience to do here at Easy Allies, is special effects. This is from SideQuest, who has their own channel producing a Pokemon video. SideQuest, hello Brandon and Brad, Happy New Year. It was great to see you guys watch the Mario Odyssey video me and my buddy made last month. Lots of amazing effects with the hat going on.
Sweet.
They threw the hat on a car and then made their own car that was driving around and speeding through traffic. We're just a two-man team working our butts off to make cool video game videos. Like I stated before, you all inspire me to work hard and get me through the long days with your positivity and creativity. We haven't finished our new video yet, but here's a super short clip from the upcoming Pokemon video that will be up in a couple weeks.
Sweet.
Love and respect. It's super quick. You don't think you need your headphones. I think you maybe hear it.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just the effect shot.
Oh my god, dude. Oh! Got him. That was pretty cool.
The effect shot. I think I cropped the bottom of that bat a little bit, so you can see the rest of that, the CG ball that they created. And of course, like I said, coming up after the break, we have that amazing remix.
Oh yeah,
from The Legend of Zelda and Coldplay.
Now
if you are watching this on YouTube, there might be a chance that is not included in the video. If you're watching this on Twitch, hang out, stay tuned, live, and check it out. And if it's something that after the fact, if we determine it's okay, I'll throw it in the showcase next month. Great. So we definitely want to get this stuff across. But and that's worth saying now that we're what's that? Community showcase, baby.
Excellent.
That was awesome. That's the lot.
A lot of great.
Isn't that a treasure trove, man? It's so
stuff,
jolly. I love going through that stuff.
Great art.
But in mentioning this video, it's worth bringing up that somebody's playing in the background. I hope you definitely got flagged for whatever that was. Oh boy.
Rip.
Is it Oprah? Oh,
you get amazing. A car. You get a car.
Oh boy,
that's so funny.
Well, you know, ads. There we go. A little ad for them. There you go. There you go, Oprah. The showcase evolves. This is a new thing that we've been doing here at Easy Allies, and so we want to hear. We had some submissions in the past for stuff that was okay, but maybe we're like in the future, maybe change up.
A comment was deleted.
A comment was deleted from Zephyr Moon.
Oh no.
The ad sounded depressing. One thing that we can do, obviously, for that, we can incorporate that if you want to in another stream that we're doing, or we can just, bump you to the next month for another showcase. Start off the next showcase, the very first thing, apologies if that was directed at a specific person, but that's the tech. And again, it's something, the way that we can correct that, it's obviously wonderful seeing our allies help each other with getting these comments to us. If you notice that too, Brandon at Easy Allies, you can always just email that to me if you're above that tier and you just can't get something through, or you can post in the forums, send us the link to that, or message us via Patreon. And send us something, and we can double check and be like, oh yeah, they're at the $10 above level, and then we definitely want to get that stuff in. Aggro Wander jumping in at the end. Thank you for that Twitch sub.
Welcome.
And thank you for everybody for tuning in, and also the figuring out what's legitimate, what works, what is somebody trying to use the community showcase as a free a cheaper sponsorship, or somebody who is legitimately, like in the case of SideQuest, working on stuff, wanting to give us updates about the fun things that they're working on, and obviously people that are intensely creative. They're involved in the Easy Allies community. As this thing goes on and on, I just get more excited meeting more of those people, seeing more of their work.
It's good stuff.
It's amazing when somebody, like we just saw from Ryan, who's just like, I made this silly video. I don't know if it works for this. And it's like, that's
cool.
That's so great. Especially in December, wrapping up right at the end with just this jolly little Christmas tale.
Even
of this lone
who
star.
drew the stick figures.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And very well timed. Now that we know that Brad was here. So thank you so much for people that hopefully you got some talk of lots of JRPGs.
Oh yeah, a lot of
some
stuff.
talk of some
waifu,
Persona talk, some of the
wars.
Waifu Awards. Yeah,
Yes.
got to go through what reviews you've been working on. Sniper Booyah, and thank you. I'm sure we must have missed 1 or 2 subs today here on Twitch.
Oh, I'm sure we did. Thank you, everyone.
But this has definitely been a treat. And we thank you for people not only in December, but if you hang on in January, it is not too late to up your pledge, $10 and above. You can submit to the community comments sometime in the last week. It was a little late in December because of the holidays, but about a week before the month ends, or a couple days before, we will put up the post for the showcase. And then typically the first Thursday of the month, if the first day of the month is a Thursday, we might not do it then. We will have an ally sit down.
Yeah.
For the first time, we have an ally already set up for February.
Boom.
Mr. Michael Damiani will be sitting down with me the first or second Thursday of February to talk about the January community showcase for Easy Allies.
Bring your Zelda comments.
A round of applause around the world for Mr. Brad.
Oh, thank you.
Ellis.
I didn't
for
do
sitting
anything.
down.
That's all
I'll tell you what you did, Brad. You listened to me talk for like an hour and a half.
It's great.
You know what I mean?
It's a pleasure.
It's a lot. It's a lot to tackle. I'm definitely gonna have to have a bottle of water after this. But yeah, on behalf of the community, on behalf of me, reading off all this stuff. But and thank you for everybody for watching, for tuning in. It's we love people to come around live, but thank you also on YouTube for the archive for checking this stuff out. And not only for submitting, but if you are not a $10 and above patron, we still want your input of what you think of the community showcase and ways we can improve it, and maybe offer suggestions for stuff you want to see from other allies. Obviously, lots of stuff for the best of 2017, but maybe anticipating stuff from this year would be good for January. Or talking about your experiences for the beginning of the year. It's going to be a big year, exciting one for Easy Allies, and more showcases are along the way. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Love and respect. Chat with you soon.